So good morning everyone. So in last class we have learned about transversal, and by the help of a transversal how many angles has been formed, what are the different pairs you are having in the transversal, what are the names we have learned yesterday. I hope you have understood that and you have prepared for that. Okay, so next is fill in the blanks in exercise 7. I am starting the new exercise, that is exercise 7. Okay, so exercise 7. So in that first bit is fill in the blanks. So in that first bit is fill in the blanks. The lines which are intersect two or more lines at distinct points is called. So already I told you that if it is intersecting at two or more lines at different points, what we call it as transversal line. So what we will write here? Transversal. Okay, so what we call it as transversal line. Okay, so second one, if the pair of alternate interior angles are equal, then the lines are, if alternate interior angles are equal, alternate means this. If these two angles are equal, we will call these two lines as parallel lines. Next, third one. The sum of two interior angles of the same side of a transversal are supplement, then the lines are called. So, the angles which are lying on same side of a transversal inside the parallel lines, if it is equals to 180 degrees, we will call these two lines as parallel lines. Fourth one. If two lines intersect each other, then the number of common points they have. So if any two lines are intersected by itself, so how many common points has been formed? Only one. So one common point. One common point. So this is our first bit. Okay, so next is second bit. If in the adjacent figure the line L and M are parallel and N is a transversal, fill in the blanks for the situation given below. So they have given the parallel lines like this. So this is 1, 2, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5 and this is 6. So they have given the parallel lines in this order and we have to fill the blanks here. So what is the first one? First one they have given as angle 1 is equals to 80. Then angle 2 is equals to how much? Second one, angle 3 is 45. Then angle 7 is how much? Third one is angle 2 is equals to 90. Then what is angle 8? Next, fourth one, if angle 4 is 100, then what is angle 8? So we have to fill these blanks. Okay, so by using the transversal angles, I gave you some names. No, by using that names, we have to solve them. So angle 1 is how much? Here angle 1 is 80 they gave. And they are telling to find angle 2. So how much it will be? If it is 80, how much it will be? It will be equals to 100 because it is forming one linear pair here. 80 plus 100 will be equals to 180. 180 is nothing but a linear pair. So what is the angle 2 value here? It will be 100 degrees. Okay, now angle 3 is 45. Angle 7 is how much? Here angle 3 is 45 it seems. What is angle 7? So these two are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles will be equal. That means the 7 value will also be equals to 45. Okay, next angle 2 is 90. What is angle 8? Angle 2 is 90. Then what is angle 8? Angle 8, this is 8. Angle 8, these two are opposite to each other. So vertically opposite angles will be equal. So here also it will be 90. Okay, next angle 4 is 100. Here angle 4 is 100. What is the angle 8 they are asking? So these two are alternate exterior angles. Alternate exterior angles will be equal. So here also it will be 100 degrees. So this is our second bit. Next is third bit. Find the measure of x, y, z in the figure where L is parallel to BC. So they have given one figure here, triangle. In this way they have given. So this is y angle. This is z. We have to find x, y, z here. This is x angle. And this is 75 and this is 45 degrees. So if you say this, here it is A, this is line L. Okay, so this figure they have given. So now we have to find this x, y and z values, and they told that angle here where L is parallel to BC. So what they have given, this is third bit, given L is parallel to BC. That means this L line is parallel to this BC lines. Okay, these two lines are parallel to each other. They will not intersect at any point. Okay, now what we have to find? We have to find x value, y value and z value. How to find this x value, y value and z value? First I am finding this x value. How I am finding this x value? This is a straight line. I am drawing here. This is a straight line. This part I drew here, and this line has been divided into 3 angles. So 1, 2. So it has been divided like this. So this is 75 degrees, x degrees and 45 degrees. So this is a straight line. Straight line is nothing but what? Straight line is nothing but 180 degrees. Straight line is nothing but 180 degrees. That means this line has been divided into 3 parts. So if you add these 3, how much you should get? You should get it as 180 degrees. So I am writing here 75 degrees plus x degrees plus 45 degrees is equals to 180 degrees, because it forms a linear pair. Okay, so it forms a linear pair. 75 plus 45 is how much? 5 plus 5 is 10. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 plus 1 is 12. So 120 degrees plus x degrees is equals to 180 degrees. Now transpose this 120 to other side. So x degrees is equals to 180 minus 120. So x degrees is how much? We got it as 60 degrees. So this case we got it as 60. Okay, so now I want to find this y value, angle y I want to find. So if I extend this line, these two are parallel lines and this is a transversal. I am expanding this line also. Don't think about this value. So it is in the form of like this. These two are parallel lines and this is a transversal of that. Where is y? Here it is y and here it is 75 degrees. I want to find the y value. How to find the y value? These two are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles will be equal. So here we can write angle y is equals to 75 because they are alternate interior angles, and always alternate interior angles will be equal. Now we have to find what? We have to find this z value. How to find this z value now? Now I want to find this z value. So this is a parallel line to this line. Now I am taking this as a transversal. Okay, so now it is like this. Okay, so here it is z and here it is 45. So if you see these two also, they are alternate to each other, alternate interior angles. So what we can call alternate interior angles will be equal. So we can write angle z is equals to 45 degrees because they are alternate interior angles. They are alternate interior angles, that's why they are equal to each other. So this is our third bit. Next is fourth bit. Next is ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to BC. Find angle B, angle C and angle D. So what is the question here? Fourth bit. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to BC. So what we have to find? We have to find angle B, angle C and angle D. So this angles we have to find. Okay, so they have given the figure in this way. This is 50 degrees. So these three angles we have to find now by using the transversal angles. Okay, so ABCD is a quadrilateral. So this is a quadrilateral in which this AB is parallel to DC and this AD is parallel to this CB. Okay, so these are parallel lines. We have to find angle B, angle C and angle D. So how to find we will see. So first I am finding this angle D. Okay, so I am finding this angle D. So if you see, I am extending this line and this line because they are parallel lines, and now I am taking this as a transversal. I am taking this as a transversal. Transversal means the now figure is in this way. Okay, so now this is angle D and this is 50 degrees. Okay, so now how you are seeing this? What we call these two angles as? We call it as interior angles on same side of a transversal. That means it will be equals to how much? 180 degrees. It will be equals to 180. So for 50, how much you will add to get 180? It will be 130. That means this angle will be how much? 130. Now we have to show on this now. So given ABCD is a quadrilateral AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC. Okay, now we have to find this D value. How to do this? 50 degrees plus D is equals to 180 because they are on same side of a transversal. They are interior angles on same side of transversal. So now you can transpose. Transpose is 50 to other side. D is equals to 180 minus 50. That will be D is equals to 130. So you got it as 130 here. Okay. So now if you see again. Okay, now D value we got. Now what we have to find? We have to find this C value. What we want? We want C value. So how to find the C value now? I am extending this line because it is a parallel line to this BC. And I am taking this as a transversal. Okay, I am taking that as a transversal. Now how it is? That is in this way. Okay, here it is C. And here it is D. D is nothing but 130. So what are these two angles? Again same side of a transversal. Interior angles on same side of a transversal. So it will be how much? It will be equals to 180. So we can write D plus angle C. Angle D plus angle C will be equals to 180. There are, because they are interior angles on same side of transversal. So angle D is how much? 130 plus angle C is equals to 180. So transpose this. Angle C will be 180 minus 130. So angle C will be how much? 50 degrees. So you got angle C value as how much? 50 degrees. Now we have to find this B of B. Now that is also in the same method. If you know the properties of this parallelogram, easily we can do. But still we don't know what are the properties of, we didn't learn about the properties of parallelogram. That's why we are using all the transversal values. Okay. So now we want to find the B value. So this is a parallel line now. And this is a parallel line. This is a parallel line and this is a transversal. Now figure is in this way. Okay, that is angle B is here, angle C is here. Again these two are interior angles on same side of a transversal. So we can add, that is angle C plus angle B is equals to 180 because they are interior angles on same side of transversal. So already we got angle C value, that is 50. So 50 plus angle B is equals to 180. Transpose this. Angle B is equals to 180 minus 50. Angle B is how much? 130. So here angle B we got it as 130. So what are the angles here? Angle D is 130, angle C is 50 and angle B is 130. We are using only one property, that is by using transversals. By using the property of parallelogram, that figure we will call it as parallelogram. So if you see the properties of parallelogram, opposite angles will be equal always. Okay, by using the properties of parallelogram, we can tell that the opposite angles are equal. So already they have given 50. So the opposite angle will be already 50. Okay. Now and one more property is there. The sum of two consecutive sides will be equals to 180. So it will be 130. Here these two are opposite. So it will be 130 and 130. So by using the properties of parallelogram, it will be very easy to solve that. But this is also easy by using, we don't know, we didn't learn about properties of quadrilaterals yet. So we are using the transversal here. Okay, so this is our fourth solution. So next one, in given figure L and M are intersected by the transversal N. So is it L is parallel to M? Whether the given lines are parallel or not, we have to check. So here in the given figure, fifth question. In the given figure, L and M, L and M are intersected by a transversal N. Is L is parallel to M, they are asking. Okay, so what is the figure they have given? They have given this figure. This is 100. This is 80. Q, R, B, D, L, M, A, C. So whether these two L line and M line are parallel to each other or not, they are asking. So yes, they are parallel to each other by our conditions, properties of the transversal. So what is that? If any one of the condition is satisfied from the conditions of transversal, they are parallel to each other. So if you see this, these two angles are in the form of same side of a transversal. That is, exterior angles on a same side of a transversal. That will be how much? That will be equals to 180. That means 100 plus 80 is how much? 180. So condition is satisfied. So you can say these two lines are parallel to each other. So we can write here, given L and M are intersected by transversal N. So now what we have to prove? We have to prove these two are parallel lines. So here we know that 100 plus 80 is equals to 180. So if the condition is equals to the given properties of transversal, they will be parallel. So here we can write, they are exterior angles on same side of transversal. So by this condition, you can say that this L line and M line are parallel to each other. So therefore, L is parallel to M. Okay, so this is our fifth solution. Next, last one in this chapter. Next one, find angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D and angle E in the figure. Give reason. Okay, so now what is the figure? The figure is in this way. Okay, so now this is angle A. This is 50. Angle B. This is angle C, D and E. And this is 50. Okay, so now it is going in this way. Okay, so now we have to find these angles. What angles we have to find? Angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D and angle E. So all are having only one property. So if you see this, I am extending this line and this line. So if you see this, and this will be a transversal. Okay, so if you see this, these two are alternate interior angles. So alternate interior angles will be equal. So here by angle A will be equals to 50 degrees because they are alternate interior angles. Okay, so now this is angle A. Now what I have to find? Angle B I have to find. So I am taking this as a line, two parallel lines, and this is a transversal. Now if you see these two, again they are alternate to each other. So we can write angle B is also equals to 50 because they are alternate interior angles. So angle B value we got. Now angle B is how much here? 50. Now what we have to find? Angle C. So I am taking this line and this line, and this is a transversal. So again if you see, these two are alternate. So we can write angle C is equals to also 50 degrees because they are alternate interior angles. Okay, so now next is, we got angle C. Now we have to find angle D. So if I want to take, I am taking this as a parallel line and this is also a parallel line. So this is a transversal. If you take this part, these two angles are also alternate. So angle D value also you can write it as 50. Okay, now angle D we got. Now angle E we have to find. Okay, so this part. So this one I am taking as a pair of parallel lines and this is a transversal. If you see these two, again they are parallel to each other. So we can take angle E, not parallel, they are alternate to each other. So angle E is equals to 50. So they are alternate interior angles. So what you got here? Angle A is 50, angle B, angle C, angle D and angle E are 50 degrees because they all are alternate to each other. They are alternate interior angles. So this is our sixth solution. So with this, our chapter is completed. That is lines and angles. Okay, so be perfect in these all questions and about the properties of the transversal. Thank you.